So today I'm going to take a quick little ride on the bike. I figured out a way that I could hook this camera up to the bike so that it would run without batteries, and I could just drive all day long and not have any trouble with it with batteries running out. It's this little thing right here that plugs right into an outlet on the bike, and it gives full power to my the cord here that'll run up to my GoPro. So I should be able to get out and ride all day long and not have to worry at all about the battery. So here we go. Not running on battery power now. We're running off the bike, so getting technological here. There's more stuff to learn about this thing. By the time I end up selling it back to BMW, I'll probably know how to ride it and how to use all the stuff in it. So I'm just going to take a ride around town, some of the back areas, try to stay out of traffic and just enjoy myself. This is Sunday, it's March 10th, and we're getting real close to spring. We turned our clocks forward last night, and the sun is staying up later, so I got my itching feet and want to get out and get some riding done. Whoa, there's a kitty. So what we're on right now, this is Van Maren Lane. It's kind of the main way back between my house and the freeway, and kind of the main way I have to go to, if I'm going to get out of town, I usually have to go this way. We have a pretty nice day today. It's overcast, and there's like a 40% chance of rain, but I don't see it coming, so I just thought I'd take this opportunity to go out and test out all my equipment. Biking's different, you know. Lately, last year when I did my summer trips, I kind of packed like you would pack if you're going in a car, and I way overpacked stuff. I had far more than I ever used. So I think this trip, which I'll probably start the latter part of this month or very early April, and see how much I can get away without packing. Cut back a little bit on some of the weight. The bike is about 630 pounds, and when I loaded up, just the 3 cases I have on it are close to 100 pounds. They're about 85 pounds just in the cases alone, empty. Then when I fill them, I've got probably another 100 pounds or so that goes into that, and then I put another case on the back seat that is another 40 pounds, and it's a lot of weight. So it's not a problem for the bike, but it makes the bike top heavy. So when I come to a stop, if it starts leaning over, I've got a lot more weight to keep up. I've got a couple 100 pounds of weight on the back to hold up. So it makes a lot of difference for when you're top heavy. So this area here that we're coming into is Antelope. And when we first moved to Sacramento, Antelope is where we ended up buying our first home. Of course, when we bought that home, this whole area was nothing but countryside. There was no homes. There was nothing here at all. And actually, this area here is a fairly newer one, and it's where our last home was when we lived in Antelope. It was on Teal Bay Court. But like I said, this was this was pure countryside, and this road right here that we're on was a dirt road when we first moved here. Just a single little dirt road, wasn't even paved. That was 1990, and now we're at 2024. There's the high school that my grandsons go to. My son and Madeline's, Susie's sister, live here in Antelope still, but that's it. We moved out. We're in Citrus Heights, and up here a little bit further, you see this area over here where it's all kind of grassy and overgrown. Well, that's the way this entire countryside looked like. There was, like I said, there was just absolutely nothing here at all. So, Susie had her first car accident at this intersection. What it was is it was a paved, Willarga Road was a paved 2-lane road. There were no stores here, no gas stations, nothing like that, in this little dirt road. And there was a stop sign here. And apparently the lady coming on this dirt road didn't know the stop sign was there. Either they just put it there or something, and her and Susie got into a wreck. So when I first came out here, like I said, there was nothing. I came up this road. It was a little 2-lane road, and it had this what they called the new neighborhood is called the Executive Estates. And I came up to take a look at it. We had bought a house had a house that was being built in Folsom, but I wanted to look at this one because this was a much bigger house. It was a 5-bedroom house, and 3-bath and all that stuff, and lots of space for the pool and spas and all the other stuff that we wanted to have. So I drove out here, and I'm driving out here, and this is just like all country, and I'm thinking, wow, where is this place? And it's like, I'm out here in the country, I'm out here nowhere. And it was kind of funny, and as I get up to close to where Singing Tree is, it was a little dirt turnoff to the left. It had a little paved road, and then they had 3 models that were open to the public, and then the rest of it was just graded land. They hadn't even they put in, I guess, the sewer works and stuff like that, but they hadn't had anything else. So it was we got in. We moved into the house. It was finally built on July 4th, 1990, and we got moved into it. Doug was all upset because it was 4th of July and he couldn't do fireworks. We were busy. So here's Singing Tree Way to the left, and that's where our house was built. And like I said, there was no homes around here at that time on either side of the road. And we spent 18 years in that house. And they're still building here. You see all these homes and stuff. It's continuing to grow. It was kind of fun being out here for the first few years because we were countryside. We didn't really have a lot of traffic. We didn't have anything going on. The homes on the right here are brand new. They've just been built within the last year. The homes on the left-hand side, behind all those trees and stuff, is the area that I lived and that we were moved into. But what basically that you're looking at here is what we had around us. It was really great. Like we lived in the country. So if I were to turn right, I would go to my son's house, and I'm gonna head off out towards the countryside here a little bit more. So I really don't want to drive in and around the homes and stuff. But this is also Antelope. We sold the big house on Singing Tree Way after all the kids had moved out, moved back in, and moved out. That was 2005 we sold the house, and then 2006, latter part of 2006, almost 2007, we moved into a new house that was built. It was also Antelope, but it was a lot smaller. It was only a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and it was no way anybody was going to be able to move back into the house. So we're in Roseville now, and all these homes up in front of us are all brand new homes, many of them aren't even completed yet. So this road here takes us out to Highway 99, and that's going north. I'm not going to take 99. I'm going to I just want to stay around in the countryside here. My intention is not to go for a long drive, but you know, every time I get on this darn thing, it's really hard to get off. This country out here is really flat, and when we had the really heavy rains, I mean when it was like raining all day and all night, and it was like an inch an hour or something like that, it was this area would get really flooded all over the place because the water wouldn't go anywhere. It couldn't drain off, and so the roads would flood out and everything would be, you know, hard to get around because of all the flooding and stuff. But I do like it out here. If it were possible to buy a little lot or something like that and be able to like buy the, you know, park my trailer on it, which I haven't bought yet, but I'm going to do. I would do that, but they don't let you buy a lot and put a trailer on it. And I don't want to live in a fixed home that I can't get up and move around. So I'm looking forward to being able to travel a little bit and go up if I want to go into the mountains for a while, or camp, or do stuff like that, go visit people in other states or across the country. I want to take my house with me. It's kind of amazing, the freedom that I have at this point, being retired, single, and like free. I mean, just like totally free. I want to be even freer. I want to be able to live where I want, when I want, and just get up and pull out whenever I'm ready to do so. We got a little intersection here, a little grocery store I think it is, and a couple of other things. These guys have been here for a long time. I remember being out here coming out here years ago, and this little market stop here was there. Well, it's here, but it's not open anymore. It looks like it's all closed down. And this is typical countryside. It's got all your junk cars sitting out in the yard, junk tractors, just like Montana. That's a kick. You know, I still can't believe I've been away for so long from Montana, and I still have that blood running through me. It's you know, it's exciting when I think about it, and I just love going up there. And I'll be going back up there this summer to through Montana, Idaho, pick up some time in Washington also this time. I haven't been to Washington yet. Been Oregon, but you know, the one state that has really amazed me is Idaho. I'd never been there. I'd never really had any thoughts of being there, and I went up to visit some relatives, and that state has some, you know, it's got some boring land, but man, I'll tell you, it's got some pretty land and beautiful rivers and beautiful highways. And if you're on a bike, Idaho's a good place to go. And also it's kind of fun to watch on YouTube the bikers, you know, that post their videos and stuff on their travels on YouTube. I've been getting out and around so much that now I'm seeing people taking rides on the roads that I've ridden, and it's kind of neat seeing the roads and the countryside from another person's camera view. But you know, being on these things, it's a feeling of freedom that you just can't imagine. I can tell you, if you like driving in a convertible, and if you really want a thrill, you get on a motorcycle and you get a real good feel for what's going on. It's really wonderful. I'll do it for as long as I can. I was figuring I'd probably do it until I was 80. But I've talked to, you know, the people at the BMW shop and other bikers, and they say, well, you know, well, if you can ride, why stop at 80? So I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe they're right. Maybe I'll just keep on doing this for as long as I possibly can. Yeah, we're coming back into town. I love the twisty roads, back roads. We're in Rio Linda. Rio Linda is a small, well, not really small as far as area goes. It covers quite a bit of area, but it's small in population. Kind of country type. Lots of spaces. A lot of homes that are, you know, older homes, been built some time ago. I think at one time it was like wasn't even a suburb of Sacramento. It was out in the country. This is one area where they really haven't done a lot of building. You know, all the areas I've been around, there's all these new homes and stuff going up, but here they had their boom probably 25-30 years ago. As much of a boom as they're going to have, it looks like. But now it's all like, you know, just the little tiny country town stuff.